If that's my fate, fine, then I'll make sure to spite you then. Suck it!
Fighting through the poison. Veal activates her ability Last Stand for 3 action points. She enters a state of heightened focus and determination, gaining 1 elemental resistance of her choice in this case, cold, and plus 5 damage for 4 rounds. This girl, dropping the grenade, she deals 12 plus 5 damage to herself and the creature, but lucky for Veal resistance removes the last roll damage die, meaning Veal only took 5 damage as she has now 2 cold resistance. The creature also has 1 resistance to cold, but that only removes the last die, which was a 2, meaning it took total 15 damage, as elemental attacks ignores DT.
Run!
Punk, hearing the explosion, peeks around and fires, unfortunately missing, however he sets up suppression fire. Instead of attacking a specific target, a weapon capable of performing a full auto attack can be used to attempt to pin opponents behind cover. Ammo is expended as normal for a full auto attack. Any opponent in the suppressed area who expends AP while at least partially exposed, e.g. returning fire or moving out of cover, is automatically attacked once at normal full auto penalties for every 1 AP they spend while not in full cover. These attacks are resolved exactly as if coming from an automatic weapon with ROF1. Obviously, once all bullets have either hit or missed, no further suppression can occur. Actions performed while exposed to suppression fire, including shooting back, are at a minus 10% penalty to skill since random fire is rather distracting. The creature raises its claws to maul Veal. However,
Hey, fresh meat. Glad to see you're still breathing.
Well, what? Seraphine, what are you doing here?
Just checking in on you. Good thing this window was open. I would have hated to be rude.
Enough of this, no matter how many of you there are. You will all fall silent.
You've made 2 fatal mistakes today, Husk. First, laying a rusted claw on one of Lamb's children. Second, thinking yourself fearsome enough to scare her. She carries more courage in her fear than you do in all that salvaged flesh and stolen code. I see what you are. An insult stitched from corpse and scrap, shambling without purpose or grace. And I will correct this blasphemy. In the name of Lamb, I will purge you, not with pulse fire or ordnance, but with the blade. Whatever back alley doctrine spat you into being, the sword will speak now, and it will say no more.
Seraphine is on the scene. The creature wastes no more time as it strikes 3 times. Doing this triggers the punk's suppressive fire, but we will get to that in a moment. But because of his help, only 1 attack will get through. However, Seraphine is going to perform a parry by expending action points from her upcoming turn. She and the creature will roll opposed melee. The creature has 7 die in it where she only has 6. If she succeeds in parrying, she will negate the attack from hitting her. Unfortunate, the creature got all successes letting the attack go through and dealing 21 damage. But the creature spent 6 action points, leaving itself open to 6 attacks from the punk. Hitting 4 times, taking a sizable chunk out of the creature, it roars in anger. Chopper makes good on his threat and charges, hitting for 11 damage. Now it's Veal's turn. Normally moving from that spot would proc her to be hit by the suppression fire as well. However, using evasive maneuvers from her discipline, she auto-dodges the attack. Using her last discipline skill adaptability, she increases her skill with ranged weapons by 3 and her perception by 1 temporarily. Veal fires, but at the worst time her gun jams, most likely from the ice grenade she blew herself up with. Seraphine's turn. Down an action point from her parry, she will use her discipline ability. Save your sword to smite the creature before anyone else gets hurt more. Rolling a natural 100, Seraphine's sword glows warm with lamb's might. The slice is quick, precise, literally over in a flash, as she smites the creature, dealing 42 total damage, removing its head from its body, planting her sword in its flesh to cement the kill.
Rest in peace, abomination.